Do you need a clear path to follow for your business? And do you also need a clear path for your customers to follow through your business? Well, I am excited to share this review with you. Let's talk about the Activate coaching program and all the ways that it has helped me this year. Welcome to Allie on Life, where I believe that every life is a beautiful story, and I want to help you tell yours. Activate with Ruth Soukup only opens up once a quarter, and now is the time when they are enrolling. And so I just want to dive into everything that I love about this program and all the reasons why I just think it's so great and how it's helped me. But first, let me just tell you a little bit about what it actually is. And I do want to note that this is not a paid post or a sponsored anything. I don't get any money if you use a special link and sign up. I'm just telling you how great it is because I love it. If you have been a blogger or around the blogging space anytime in the last, 5-10 years, you've probably heard of Ruth Soukup's Elite Blogging Academy. There are a lot of blogging courses out there about how to have a successful blog, how to make money blogging, all of that. But this is like the course that most of the time when I hear of people being successful, it's because they went through this course. And I have wanted to do the Elite Blogging Academy for a long time. I just never had like the resources to actually do it because it's a pretty pricey program. There's also something called the Product Launch Playbook Academy that's about putting products out and bringing people into them and all of that. So she does a lot. She's very well known and very successful. But last year she decided to pivot her business from like courses that you launch every once in a while and people buy them to a coaching membership program. And that is what Activate is. So Activate includes EBA, the Elite Blogging Academy, and PLPA, as well as a few other things for around $300 a month or about $800 a quarter or $3,000 a year, which, that's a hefty price tag. But considering that EBA and PLPA, I think on their own were almost $3,000. I don't remember the exact amount, but it was a lot. And I think that what you get in the program is really worth what you pay for it. So what do you get? First of all, there is the content. EBA is included, and Ruth is re-recording it right now as EBA Foundations, so it's a lot of repackaging of the content that she's taught for years in a way that flows into PLPA, the Product Launch Academy. So EBA is level 1, PLPA is level 2, and then there's level 3 on top of that, which goes into, once you've built out your product path and your customer path and all of that, then scaling your business and just growing into 6 figures and beyond. I joined in level 2 since I already had a website and stuff set up. Even though I haven't been, a fantastically successful or consistent blogger, I at least understood the general concept of how to do it. So that put me at level 2. PLPA, which I have been working on since January. But there's also a few other things included in there too. There's a few bonus courses and something about Facebook ads and a really, really good guided planning exercise that I go through every week because it's so great. So you're getting, 2 major courses included, and then several other things that go along with it. And I believe that there's another course coming eventually for the level 3 people, so I'm excited for that. That'll be a lot of fun. I really like Ruth's teaching style. She is very organized and very nerdy, and I love a nerd. Nerds are my people. And just the way that she goes through things makes a lot of sense to me. And she has done this for a long time. She's very successful. She knows what she's doing. And so you can trust, or at least I can trust, that the things that she's talking about are the things that she both does and has learned and tweaked and adjusted over time so that we're getting just the best of what she does. And I think that's pretty great. Next is the coaching. This is a coaching program, so there is coaching. It's a group coaching program. There's not one-on-one time with Ruth, but that is plenty okay. She does office hours about once a week for each of the levels, level 1, level 2, level 3. It's like an hour and a half where people can just ask questions and she will answer them live. And that is always really great because you never know what she's going to throw in there. It's pretty good. And then there's also Facebook Jam, Copy Jam. She's really, really good at writing copy and evaluating whether things are going to sell or not. There's all kinds of extra trainings. There's a in-depth training once a month on different things. And then once a quarter, there is a quarterly intensive on a particular topic that's like an all-day, training workshop where you do breakout sessions and all that kind of stuff. And those are all just fantastic and just packed with good stuff. And I love it. And Ruth is also available in the Facebook group. There's like a whole question thread where people can ask her. If you don't make it to one of the office hours, you can ask your questions there, and she's really good about answering them. So it's not one-on-one coaching, it is group coaching, but it is just so great. You just get this great sense of her personality and her helpfulness and all the things that she does. And I get a feeling that she really likes doing it. The third major component that is just great for me is the community. In the Activate coaching program, there's a Facebook group, and then there's people that you interact with on the Zoom calls, the office hours, the weekly wins. It's a Friday morning call that I just hate to miss. So I try to be on there as many Friday mornings as I possibly can. It's like a big cheerleading session where everybody comes in and says, this is what I did this week that was so great, and this is what I did, and everybody's like, yay, that is so awesome. And Ruth will talk about it. She reads all of the wins, and if people are struggling with something, she might talk about that a little bit, get a little nugget from her on that. And it's a really great time. There's also accountability groups. I'm in one of those, and I love the leader of my accountability group and just the other people involved in the group. You kind of get a chance to get to know those people in more of a small group situation and bounce ideas off of each other and do all that. And then a lot of the workshops will have time where they break people out into breakout sessions. It's something that they can do with Zoom that I think is pretty cool. And you can meet new people there and get feedback, bounce ideas off of people, and they'll help you brainstorm and different things like that. So the community is really great. The Facebook group is really active. It's one of my favorite Facebook groups. And I love a Facebook group, so that's saying a lot. And I have just got so many friends from this program. I've just been here since January. That's when it started. And I already have some really good friends that have helped me out, and I hope that I've helped them, and we've just encouraged each other along the way. It's great because we kind of understand the language. We're all in these same courses, PLPA, EBA, whatever, and so we understand the things that Ruth is talking about because we are learning them. So you can have a different conversation than you would with someone who's just like your friend who doesn't necessarily know those terms and the things that you're talking about. And plus, everybody's sort of on the same path. We may all have different kinds of businesses, and there are so many different kinds of businesses represented. It's pretty great, but we at least are sort of heading in the same direction and can help each other along the way. And I love that so much. I just love community connection. It's one of my favorite things. So I love that about this program. So my evaluation, my recommendation, it is so worth it. It is more than worth the money and the time investment that you can put into this program. So if you have a chance to do it, if it's open, if you can find it, if it's still being offered when you watch this video, click the link that I'll post, and hopefully you can get there, either get on the waiting list or hit it at a time when it's enrolling. I know when we're putting this video out that enrollment is opening, so you should be able to get in if you click the link. I love it so much. I was thinking about doing another coaching program back at the end of December that was, I think, 3 times as much per month, basically, as this one. And as far as where I was in my business, I just didn't feel that I was at that level to where this coach would have helped me a lot, for sure. But I felt like I needed to get my business going a little bit more before I put that level of investment into it. And about that same time that I was considering this other coaching program, I got the email from Ruth about Activate, and just sort of I looked at it for a couple weeks, or a week or so. I think it was open. I thought about it, and then it was one of those where another email came through that said, if you're not sure if this is for you, you can send me an email and ask any questions. And so I did, because I thought, well, I'm not sure it's for me, and I might as well ask. And she and her staff came back within a day, and she sent me a 2-minute Loom video looking at my website and telling me, why she thought that this program would be beneficial to me. That made a really big impression on me, that she would take the time to do that. It was kind of a no-brainer, and I'm really glad that I did it. I at first was going to do just 2 quarters, because I thought, well, if I do 2 quarters and I get EBA and PLPA done, I'll get my money out of it, and then I can, get out and be done. But I love this community so much and this program so much, and I'm still learning and in that process. So I'm sticking it out, I think, through at least the end of the year and probably beyond that, assuming that everything goes the way that I'm hoping that it will, and that I start to bring in some income in order to keep paying to stay in it. So if you're a blogger, a marketer, you have some kind of online business or product, if you're a content creator or a coach, you should definitely check out Activate because it is good for all of those. If your business is a brick and mortar business or like a creative kind of artsy business, something like that, you could probably still see some benefit, but it's not exactly what this is designed for. However, if you need to learn some marketing skills, how to build a funnel, how to advertise on Facebook and that kind of stuff, you can definitely get a lot out of this. Ruth is really, really good at crunching numbers and split testing and doing all of that. And it's really nice to have her expertise and just the information that she has available. So if you're thinking about it, you can check it out. I believe the link is eliteblogacademy.com/activate. We'll pop that up here and then also put it in the description. And if you have any questions about it, you can feel free to either put those in the comments or email me, Allie at letsbewriters.com. And if you'd like to see what I've been working on through Activate, you can grab my free guide for writers called What to Write. It will help you sort through all of those ideas that are floating around in your head, get them out, get them organized, and pick the best one that you can focus on for either your book, your blog, or whatever it is that you're wanting to write. You can click the link in the description for that, just put in your email and it'll be sent to you, and then you get put on my email list too, which is pretty fun. Well, that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Now get out there and tell your story because someone needs to hear it.